diamond so pearls, and I was gonna take you traveling the world. But I can love you, yeah, I'm gonna love you. I'll give you all of what I've got, the fancy finds, baby, I have not. Just gonna love you, yeah, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you, babe. Cross my heart and hope to die. Mobile phone, expensive shoes, you can get your own. Just gonna love you, yeah, I'm gonna love you. Just gonna love you, yeah, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you, babe. Cross my heart and hope to die.
right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the dual bonfire evening here. Let me adjust this one right there. Oh, yeah, we've got a side-by-side or comparison of the warm bond stove and the open fire pit going on tonight. So, yeah, we're going to have we got it going on tonight. We're going to see if the fire attendant can keep up with two fires burning. I don't know. It's going to be a challenge. But anyhow, let's kick off this live stream. Glad you all are here. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get the weekend going. Raise up those cups. Cheers. Might have to talk about that later. So, how is everyone doing? It is, it's starting to look like it's going to rain. It's been a hot week. Tim and Old Saws, how are you doing? Thank you once again. That was, my oh my. Mr. Van Dusen, above and beyond once again. Timon is back. I saw in early on you might be a little late, but I see you're here, so that is good. Larry and Robin, how are you doing? 262 Dave, old guy Firewood, good evening. Mark, let me tell you, that little fire pit burns everything. That thing burns hot, and anything you throw in there, it's going to burn. It's very nice. I am actually surprised. Yeah, it is pretty, and it gives off a lot of heat, believe it or not. It's not just for, like, if you're sitting around it, you can feel it. That's why I kind of wanted to separate them out so that the one wasn't right next to the other fire. Just want to have a little space, so if we do end up sitting around that one later, we'll see what happens. William Klein, how are you doing? God, who else is all in here? Bionic Life, good evening. I got your email. I'm still looking into it. We'll get into all that later. The whole flow control. Oh my goodness, yeah. Just what? Hey, there's John frickin' Jeep. Good evening. Make Some Dust is here. Mountaintop Outdoors. It is great to see all of you. And again, if you didn't see, for those of you tuning in that didn't see, what was it, last Sunday's video? On the top over here is the Warm Bond stove. It's like a little patio fire pit. And then on the bottom is, of course, the open fire pit. So just wanted to do a little dual burning tonight to kind of see and show. You can kind of see on the open pit there, you can kind of see some of the smoke coming off that wood, but that other one, actually, it just burns so hot that there's virtually no smoke. It is a smokeless, well, they claim it's smokeless fire pit. I mean, when you first get it going, there's always, there's a little smoke, but I'm very impressed with it. The only thing is, like, we've got that pit, so I don't know how many times we'll have two fires going. Maybe like if we have a get together, we can kind of like when we used to do like Thanksgiving dinner, you always had the little kids table in the different room, and then so maybe if we ever have a little get together, we can have like one little fire pit over there for the little kids. The little kids, or anyone from Illinois. Ralph Carnegie, how are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That is not good to hear. Your aunt passed away this morning. Well, our condolences are sent out to you and your family. And I'm doing good, and hopefully you are as well. Alan Family Firewood, John Edwards. Len. Good evening. And there's Dirt Road Landing. So yeah, it's been a wild week. Got the Easton made back. Thought I would be getting it back and having things go a little better, but I don't know what it is with this valve. I ran it today and I didn't try to restrict the flow and it didn't leak. But if I turn that thing down and slow the conveyor down, it seems to leak. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I might try taking it off and reconnect the fittings with some thread seal and maybe really tighten them down. I just don't know if they didn't tighten it down enough when they put this back together or what. I know some people had mentioned that the valve might not be rated. The PSI rating might not be high enough, but I checked on that and it is rated for like 3,500, I think, 3,000 something. And then I talked to Andrew and he said that it would only need to be about 2,500. So, yeah, I don't know. Just going to have to do a few more test runs. Maybe see if I just slow the conveyor down a little bit if it leaks. And like I said, eventually probably take that whole thing off, redo the fittings, put some thread seal on, tighten it all back down really tight. Yeah, I did talk to Andrew at Easton Made about everything. It looked like the shaft packing was leaking. Yeah, it was every time, like when I first ran it, it felt like the whole knob was covered with fluid, and then it felt like it seemed like it was coming out the one end, but I don't know if it's like leaking on the inside and then just running down the whole valve and dripping off. So I'm gonna have to, maybe I'll get Rick over here to help me diagnose what's going on with it. I don't know. But when I ran it wide open today and I didn't restrict the flow, it didn't leak. So I don't know what that means. Frickin' Jeep says it's the wrong valve. That could be. Although that was the valve that this place, I don't know, for whatever reason, and maybe they just didn't know. They've never done anything like this before, maybe. I don't know. My comments aren't moving. The podcast. Yeah, we just had a busy week. We weren't able to fit in. Joe was busy, I was busy, and we just weren't able to get a podcast out this week. It looks like a flow diverter. Yeah, these are the things that I know. I know very little about. But if I can just, if I can slow it down half the speed, I don't need to make it just crawling. That would be nice because even with the box wedge, it was still it was moving the wood away plenty fast with it turned down. But like I said, I'll figure it out. Might have to call in, might have to do the phone a friend. See if I can get somebody over here to take a look at it, or I might just take it back up. The only thing with taking it back to where I had this done at is like 25-minute drive, and I just don't like driving. I don't like towing that thing on the freeway. The adjusting knob has a needle valve in it, and there's a seal. an O-ring on that shaft. If it's damaged, it can leak. Yeah. There's all kinds of possibilities. Yes, so we are 2 weeks away from being live in Boonville, New York for, what the heck is that? For the Boonville, is it Woodsman Days? And yeah, 2 weeks from tonight, the live stream will be happening at the Fairfield Inn in Utica. I know a lot of you are staying there. I know a bunch of you are staying, I think, at the Holiday Inn, which is right across the street, maybe? It's not that far away. And are you ready for Bunyan? We got a ways to go for Bunyan.
I remember you saying, like, Boonville's a couple months away yet. Now it's 2 weeks.
I know. The time has flown by. Snowed here? What? Larry Lewis, it snowed? Oh my. Where is that at? Where is that at? Mountaintop Outdoors, yes, it's walking distance. But for you, that could be 7 miles. Was it 7 miles? I don't remember. Hopefully it's not 7 miles. Hopefully that's not it. What? It snowed in Boonville? No. What? He's just kidding. I was going to say, I looked at the weather, and it is supposed to, I think there's a chance of rain for next Friday night. So, I don't know. Hopefully that's not the case, because they do have a nice little patio at the hotel. So I'm hoping we can be maybe outside, at least outside for like the early part of the evening before the live stream, where we will be giving away a Van Dusen axe and a few other things. Yeah, there's going to be, I got a few little things, like the Warm Bond came with, let me just get one of these out. It's kind of actually a cool little idea for a fire starter. It's like a little rope that's coated in wax, and you light this little paper thing, and it burns down. It burns for quite a while, actually. But I got a pack of those I'm going to bring along, like a little door prize. I got a few other things. Now I can't get this cover back on. But the main thing will be the Van Dusen axe. That is going to be the big one. And there may be a few other surprises. And if you don't win the Van Dusen axe, you'll be able to get one from Mr. Van Dusen himself. He's going to be there. He will be in Boonville. I can't wait to meet you. It's going to be, and everybody else, for all those that, I know I'm going to be meeting a lot of you again, seeing you all again, but some of you I might be meeting for the first time. So, will be a good time. And you may have noticed, I have a little tumbler here. I might have a couple of these to give away, but I might also have some of those you can pick up. I'm going to see. I don't know how many I'm going to be able to bring along with me. So if you're interested, I might have to I might have to have you email me and let me know. They do come in black. They also come in red. Ooh, that is pretty. and that's right. Mountaintop Outdoors. Oh, right there. You got your blue and your orange tumblers. And we'll be putting those to use on Friday Night Live. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I think the show. I'm excited to go to the show because I haven't been to this one yet. And just again to get together and see everybody. Yeah, we need
How's that looking over there? You need to
we need a couple little chunks thrown on both. We got people asking. People are cracking the whip on here. No, get from the front of the trailer.
this?
From the front of it. There's little ones in the front. Oh, they do not come. They come empty. Holy moly, it's not that much. Just a couple pieces. That thing you don't need to. That's the one thing with this little stove is you don't need to load it up with too much wood.
I'll put 3 on.
Oh boy.
Then
Throw that one. Yeah, or you can throw that on the other one. Hey, Bill Irwin. Good evening. And Nick Pixel is here. We are having a great weekend. The weekend is off to a good start. So far. We'll see how things go, how they continue to go. I'm hoping. I won't have. So the thing with the t-shirts is I don't. I've never had any luck like ordering a bunch of shirts, picking out the right sizes. So all of my shirts are like only available to order online, like one at a time, or however many you want. But that way, then I don't have to like try to guess sizes. There will be certain times throughout the year, depending on where you are. I won't have any for Boonville, but I might have some shirts for Bunyan. We shall see. Oh, there we go. There was the fire. The fire is going now. Look at that. So, which fire do you prefer? The bottom or the top? I don't know. Well, that is the one element with both of these fire pits is the quality of the premium firewood that's being put in them. That's why you get that great flame. I don't know if you can hear that crackling, that popping. Oh, it's nice. Very nice. What was this? Somebody was saying, "Hey, old guy Firewood, how are you doing? Did I?" Let's see. No captain, no mug. Well, I don't know if I can. I don't. I can't pre-fill it, but we might be able to have something there that you can put in it. Now you're gonna have to just take that because. Oh, there is. The neighbors are out. The pre-soaked firewood from last week. Oh, that stuff did dry out a little bit. It did, it dried out pretty good. Yeah, these both look, they are looking pretty. I don't know. It just depends. I will say that you do get some nice flame coming out of that. The warm bond. Yeah, the bottom is the bottom. Well, I don't know. I mean, so that bottom pit was an old tractor tire, and then all those pavers. Oh goodness. We got Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol. You never know what's going to happen when you're live. I don't know if you heard that or not, but Amanda's laying down the law with these dogs. A little. Sometimes, like if you say one thing, the one dog, if you tell her that she's got to get in the house, she'll stop barking. And sometimes you have to say it in a harsh tone. Hey, we got a coin coming down in the cup. What is? Hey, and let me jump over. I know Arnie's on here tonight, so let's bring out the ladies. Log Cabin Firewood, there he is. He was out sporting some sweet back 40 swag in the dad bod, drinking dad bod beer, or was it dad bod? I think, yeah. Anyway, thank you very much. Happy Friday, ladies and gents. Hope everyone has an awesome week. Cheers. Thank you very much. Yeah, I saw you put that post up pretty early today. Were you starting to do a little day drinking? Good to see you though, Jack. And like I said, I like that that shirt you were sporting in there with that beer was looking mighty nice. I don't know which was better. Oh, and now we got another coin coming in from our good friend Marlon. Hello, fellow Woodhounds. Have a drink on me. Cheers. Thank you very much. All right, I think I may have missed. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't miss anything. Oh, you're at work tonight, so you had to have some beers for breakfast. Well, hey, that's not too bad either. Oh, I can't wait to see the dancing girls. How does Amanda like the processor? She likes it. Very much.
Although I feel rather lazy using it.
She feels lazy using it. But that's, I mean, it's, you know, it's, you still have to, it's not just like you can just stand up there and nonchalantly push the levers. Like, you got to watch what's going on, and it's just, you know, I haven't had that much runtime on it yet. I need to get a little bit more. I think tomorrow morning she's going to the farmer's market taking a little boss man with her, so I might have an opportunity tomorrow, a window of a couple hours where I'm going to get out there and get a little runtime in for myself. Okay, now you can see though right now with that warm bond up here, like you see how like the flames kind of like just circle around and they dance a lot more. That's the one cool thing I like about it. It's like the flames really move around. Hey, we'll bring the ladies out again because Arnie likes those. Bud! Thank you, my friend. Cheers. My ice is starting to melt. Uh-oh, watch out. Neighbor Doug is here. Yes, I heard you had some visitors this week. I don't know. I was thinking that you were going to hitch a ride back here. But maybe next time we'll see. How many saws? For those of you who don't know, if you throw a Q in front of your message, I can sometimes see it better. How many saws do you have? How many do you take to the woods? You know, a pinch bar sometimes. Oh. So I have, well, three main saws. I really only use one. And if I do go into the woods, I'll usually take the 500i and the 180. But for the most part, I just always use the 500i. And I do a lot of the work just back in the wood yard. But occasionally when I go up to my neighbors, or I got my neighbor across the street here actually has some trees he wants cleaned up that came down. But yeah, it's usually the 500i and the 180. The big one and the little one. Andy, how are you doing? Donald Slate. I saw an email. I didn't get to go. I got distracted today. I haven't been in my emails, but I think you were sending me some info on Boonville that I'll pass along. So thank you for that. And I don't know for sure who all. I mean, I think a lot of people in here. Well, not a lot. There'll be a few in here are going to Boonville. I know Shive's going. Jack, Log Cabin Firewood's going. And Mountaintop Outdoor. I don't know, there's a long list. What's this bang? Fire the buck. I'll have to come back to that one. I saw another one up here. Hang on, where was it? Mike in Minnesota. Good evening. You got any of that? You need any more wood? Let me know. Franklin Outdoors, do you feel there was any one thing that sets you apart from your firewood competition in your area? If so, what is it? There's two things. There's two things. Well, I don't know this about everyone, but I know a few places. And the two things I do different is I make sure my wood is ready to burn and I stack the wood that I sell. And the other places around here, run it into a pile, big chunks. I guess that's three things. A lot of people just split to get it split. They don't put in that extra effort to get decent size splits for like recreational burning. So yeah, seasoned, ready to burn. I stack it and I split it small. it is really fascinating to like over on Facebook. I get just tons of comments that people have a hard time grasping the concept of smaller split wood. Like the only thing they think of is you got to have big firewood pieces because in their mind the only thing you burn firewood for is heating your house. And so uh-oh. What do you got here now? Oh,
I made a homemade I made a homemade.
I don't know what they're called, but Little Boss Man tonight made a little game where he's got this bottle cap on a string and he flips it out of the cup and he flips it up and tries to catch it.
I can actually. Oh, there goes the stuff.
I don't know if we'll be able to see you though, but yeah. There you go. First try, he caught it.
We also have this. This is a toy that you spin like this.
They can't see you though.
Like you spin it like this, and then you toss it up in the air, and it falls down.
There you go.
You have to try catching it.
That's what he's been busy doing this evening. Staying busy. Let's see here. Gene Johnson. He was out cutting with the 500i, his new favorite saw. Yeah. That's that's how I am as well. Once you run that, it's tough to it's tough to like run anything else. Even, I mean, I have a 290 as well that I should probably run because it hasn't run for a while. But it's just tough to do because running the 500i is just, I don't know. It's fun. It's rips through the wood. All right, see now. Now you can kind of see it's kind of starting to be more apparent how those flames come dancing around out of that warm bond. I mean, we're probably going to let that one go out first. This one up here. Just because it's... And that's the other thing is, if you have a bunch of people sitting around a fire pit, the little thing is probably not going to do. I mean, 4 is probably your max. But when the live stream's over, I'll be sitting around this one. Right there.
Why?
Just because there's more room.
This one?
What is the temperature? We've been, this week, it's been in the upper 80s and 90s all week. And humid. Yeah, it has not been fun. It's cooling off a little bit tonight. I think we're supposed to get some rain Sunday. Hopefully it'll cool off. I don't know. I'm ready for fall. Mr. Andrew Easton, good evening. Happy Friday to you, my friend. Thanks for all the input and advice and what to do. Yeah, this is the thing is it's, and with more and more popularity being like these little stoves up here, like this thing, there's more and more of those like coming into the market, and I think there's going to be, I think, smaller, not only smaller split in diameter, but smaller in length. I think it's going to start trending up, like 12 inches and under. And I also think that some of the newer like wood stoves for heating, with the new regulations they put in place to like burn more efficiently, I think you're going to see that even with those, you might start seeing pieces get shorter and shorter. So maybe, I don't know, because you can still measure out a cord with 12-inch wood. But I just have a lot of I just see a lot of things trending towards smaller split in size and length. So everyone out there who just thinks firewood is a big chunk, you're gonna have another thing coming. At least for those of you that burn in the summer. Recreational burning. It's where it's at. I can't enjoy a fire during the winter when it's burning in my boiler outside. It's pretty hard to see those flames. What is? Oh, we're gonna have some wood added to the fire without having to submit a request. And it's the bottom of the hour. I'm a little late here. So, if you need to, now is the time to refill. Carl Lewis, the man with the plan. See, right here. Has a wood stove that takes 6-inch pieces. Daniel Atkins. Yeah, home heating is where...
It's really coming off this one.
Oh, yeah, don't put too much in there. We're going to let that actually die down. Because we need to get... We don't want that thing to be burning all night. The hard-working man, he says, finally, smaller wood is in demand. Only in the firewood market, though. Ooh! All right. Hey, who's all in here? Andrew, are you still here? I don't know if Andrew is still with us or not. But if you're here, what did Shipe say? Fill it up, Amanda. No, not that little one. Because you can feel the heat coming off it, and I don't want my camera to melt. You gotta keep that in mind. This camera over here is far enough away, but I had to point this other one out a little further. Whew. What is... I've been seeing... I didn't see the original chat, but I've been seeing something about... Phil's putting his hands on something. Something... Putting his hand on something. Doug! I don't know yet quite what is going on. I ran it today without restricting the flow, and it didn't leak. And yesterday when I was running it, when I turned it, slowed down the conveyor, that's when it did leak. So I got to do a few more tests tomorrow. And then I don't know if I'm going to try taking the valve off and reconnecting it and putting like some thread seal on and tightening it down good. Or if I have to take it back to where I had that done and have them do it, I don't know. What was neighbor Doug saying? Is your shirt copyright infringement? Some other YouTuber coined that phrase. I don't think this phrase is. I don't know if the phrase has been copyrighted or coined. I've seen it everywhere. Wolf Ridge actually has shirts like this. I think it's a pretty common. Like I said, I've seen it on a lot of stickers and okay. I don't even know, where did you get this? You remember?
Amazon, I think.
Amazon had it. Who does your editing? That would be me.
No.
The filming, the editing, I unfortunately still have to do it all. I've not been able to get to that point of outsourcing just yet. That is a ways off. If the camera bursts into flames, then we all get burnt. Yeah, it isn't. It should be fine now. And see, that's actually, like I said, that's I don't know what it is. It's just the flames dance different inside of it. I did check the capacity of the valve, and it was rated to be high enough for the flow that's going through. So everything checks out. It's just I just don't know if when they put that on, if they tighten it down as tight as it needs to be. That's what I think is actually happening. So what software do you edit with? Final Cut Pro. How much time do I spend editing? It all depends. Sometimes it doesn't take too long, and sometimes if I get into my nitpicky mode of having to make sure every little thing is right, then it can take me a while. And then I watch it, and then I make changes, then I watch it again, and then I make more changes, and cut stuff out, put stuff back in, watch it again. I probably watch it like 4 or 5 times before I post. Just a habit of mine. I should just edit, render, post, be done. But I always go back and find something. Which fire pit do you like better? Oh, this is a tough one.
Because it's more like natural,
She likes
more like backpacking, camping kind of type deal.
she likes our original one.
That's more like New York,
The fancy pants. Hey, we got a coin that came down. Good evening, Brad. Firewood at the furnace. Thank you very much. Cheers. back from. Did you feel like you were working a pit crew on the way home, changing tires? My oh my. Whoa! What is happening over there? Did I miss? Are you going to do a special live stream for 50K subs? I don't know. I don't know if I will or not. I might just save it for that Friday. When it happens. Yeah, Nick Pixel. Did you like that? The week from hell with Final Cut Pro. They did an update, and the preview player window kept freezing. Everything was shutting down. And then like a week or so later, they did another update, which fixed it. But yeah, that was driving me insane. It was not fun. Somebody else. Franklin Outdoors, what program or app? Oh, I use Final Cut Pro on my MacBook Pro. Did Little Boss Man have a garden? Yep, he was actually. What did he pick? He was picking something the other day. Picked I think a tomato. Bud, is anyone going to the Loggers Expo in Escanaba? I think there's a few people going. I was going to go, and my plan was to head over Saturday morning, and then I found out, because I have to work Friday night for this, like once a quarter, we have a big software upgrade release that we have to do at work while no one else is working overnight. So I was planning to go over on Saturday, but then I found out that on Saturday, they end the show at like noon or 1 o'clock. Like the show is half a day Thursday, all day Friday, and half a day Saturday. So I don't know. I'm not unless things change at work, I do not think I'll be able to make it over to Escanaba. WD-30 is still in the house. Did you just take a little nap? I saw in the beginning you said you were you were a little tired. But it's good to see that you are still here. William Klein says he might be going to Escanaba. Uh-oh. What am I? Just tuned in. What's up, guys? Off the Trail Outdoors. Nothing too much. We have a little dueling fire pit going on. Double barrel fire pits here tonight. Whoa! We got a glider. Yep. Wow. Anyway, what was I? There was some. Oh, the 50K. So it's an interesting little race going on. Which is going to happen first? 50K on Facebook, or I'm like close to 100K on Facebook. So I might do a little challenge to see which milestone I hit first. 50K on YouTube or 100K on Facebook. We will have to see. But yes, whenever that does happen, I'll probably just, like I said, do a regular Friday. I won't do like a special live stream. We'll see how it turns out. I don't know. Anything can happen. Yep, now we lost the fire pit attendant. The fires are dying down. We got 10 minutes to go. I'm going to have to go out there and stir that one up. Carnus, make stuff. Have a good weekend. Enjoy. Yeah, that's the one thing that with this little warm bond fire pit up here, you can put that grill on the top and cook you up some burgers. In fact, hang on a second. Let me grab something here. This is the grill that comes with it that fits on the top. And then they have this fire poker. And the interesting thing that I discovered with this is that you can use it to pick up the grill. Like I thought these little hooks were to like hang it on the side of the fire pit. But no, it has a dual purpose of actually picking up your grill. Just like that. You lift that thing off there, put it on. Huh. I kind of geek out for the little things. But I thought that was pretty cool. I'm like, hey, if you were cooking on the fire and you want to take the grill off, that's what this is for. And I didn't even realize that until like, I don't know, a few days after I had this. But yeah, those are the little things. Hey, Dean, how are you doing? It does not open bottles. That is the only... Well, you know what? Maybe it could. Maybe right through here could be a bottle opener. I might have to try that out. I am not... Nope, this isn't for hot dogs. Because they did... Because it also comes with these. And I think these could be for marshmallows or hot dogs. I don't know if you would want to be cooking your hot dogs on this if you're stirring up your coals and your ashes. But these little things are nice. Yeah, there's a lot of cool little things with this little fire pit. Yeah, it's Neighbor Doug, do you know? I think this thing sells for like $250 with all this stuff, and I don't know what those solo stoves sell for. I have never priced them out. And I don't know what that other one is. I don't know what the what did you say? The Brio? I don't know what. Yeah, I've never really priced them out. But yeah, it did come with these two. Could roast a hot dog with this as well. Like I said, I think these little fire pits are just going to gain more and more popularity. This thing has like this. Hang on. But it has this thing wraps around the bottom, and then these sides and the top. So like it has this whole like case you wrap around it, and you can just pick it up. Pick it up, take it with you to the beach, take you over to your friend's house if they do not have a fire pit. But like I said, I just think that more and more people are going to start, like this is going to be, there's a lot of people that just have a little patio in their backyard, live in a townhouse. And hey, if, who doesn't like sitting around a fire, especially on like now in this fall when things start cooling off? Who is here? I have no. It's getting so dark now, like I can't see. I got this light in front of me, so I can't see out into the yard what's going on. What's the name of your fire pit? It is a warm bond. Warm bond. and like I said, that's the thing that even camping. I think Todd's Outside Again left me a comment where when they go to campgrounds, they pull their camper in, and there's always, like the fire pit is always in a weird spot. Like you park your camper, and for whatever reason, they've got like the fire pit right here. So if you were to have a fire, you'd be melting the side of your camper off. But if you had a little fire pit like that, you could throw it in the back of your truck, and wherever you, at your campsite, you could have your fire wherever you wanted. Bill, what? It will take, you can lay, I think it's 18 inches wide, square. So you could put about maybe a 20, if you went diagonally, you could probably go like a 20 inch. I mean, you can put regular size 16-inch sticks of firewood in there. But I think it works better to just toss in any size. Well, what I do is I actually use the the Wolf Ridge Firewood bagging station, and I just take my chunks and I throw them in the metal drum. I put a bag over it and I tip it, and then I shake the bag to kind of get everything settled down, and I throw a few more pieces in, smaller split stuff, and that's how I sell it, just in bags. So like I don't sell it loose like the smaller pieces. Everything's in bags. Walter, hello from Argentina. Hello to you in Argentina. Make some dust. Have a good weekend. Well, so that's the thing is I don't really, if the stuff, most of the stuff, I don't try to sell stuff that I have to like ship, because I started out doing that like with shirts and stuff, and it just got to be, Tuesday you take a couple orders to the post office, you ship them out, and then Wednesday morning here's another one, and then you got to go back. And so yeah, I don't get into. That's why, like, for these tumblers, if you want one, let me know, email me, and I'll bring one if you're going to be at Boonville. Saw Surgeon, how are you doing? Hopefully you're doing all right. Everything's good. Yeah, I don't know. I found it to be way too much of a hassle to be shipping stuff out. What do you think about the? That is a good question. I don't know about the burn ban. I know that, like with that one, it does have that top where like the sides are kind of contained. So it's I don't know if that would be, if you wouldn't be able to have a fire in one of those if you were in a city. And they do make a that circular ring. They do make this like glass, a ring of glass that you can set on top of it, and they call it like the viewing edition. I don't know, something about. But anyway, I think it's just. I don't think the flames. I think the flames dance and you can see them nice. So I don't know. I don't think it is that bright. WD-30, are you heading out? Cashing it in. Have a good night. Enjoy the weekend. Oh, we are 3 minutes into overtime. Oh my goodness. We're 3 minutes into overtime. I've lost my assistant once again. So let me throw a couple sticks on the main pit to get it going for these last few minutes. Are you happy to have Big Orange and Blue back in the woodyard? Yes. I've got a bunch of those big I had those big rounds of maple that I split with the Wolf Ridge into like quarters and halves. I've got those things I've been waiting to break down. I got a bunch of other stuff I want to clean up that's in the carport. So it is nice to have the Easton Made back, but like I said, it's back, but just not fully running up to, I still have to figure out that whole flow control. The flow control. And I also have, so I've got, like I said, tomorrow, Amanda, boss man, going to the farmer's market. So I'm going to have a couple hours to get out there. So I think I'm going to run the Yappa first tomorrow. I also have to run the Wolf Ridge tomorrow at some point. And keep testing and running some more wood through the Easton Made. So tomorrow could be the trifecta. I could have all three. Tomorrow could be a busy day, or it could be a busy morning. It could get hot. I could just lose my motivation, and oh, now that fire is really going. I gotta pull this back a little. Yeah, this is. Flow control does get worse with age, but that's the flow control I'm looking for. I'm looking to.
Do you need some wood in there?
No. And of course, she's back right after I get done putting wood on this fire.
I had to get a snack.
Yeah, I think that's what I think the fittings just need to be tightened up. I just don't know. Like, they're connected in a weird way, and like when this guy was putting it on, I was kind of watching what he was doing, and like he had 3 different wrenches in there. Like one thing was holding the valve, and the 2 other ones were. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to figure it out or not. That is why I may have to phone a friend. Or someone. I just don't quite know who that will be yet.
What is the show where you phone?
Who wants to be a millionaire? Phone a friend. If they have, see, I'm not sure what, see, I don't even know what that is. It's just a matter of tightening the fittings with a good set of metric crescent wrenches. Yeah, that, like I said, when that guy was putting it on, or I saw something, or he was doing something, and he had 3 different wrenches. He was holding the one and with his armpit and trying to do something with the other one, and yeah, and I don't know if it's the wrong type of valve. I don't know if you mean that it shouldn't be a needle valve, or it should be that one of those that just not without the knob, with just like the lever. Run it tomorrow and put a camera down there. Yeah, I might have to do that. I might do that. But I don't think it comes out like, it just slowly comes out. It's not, I don't know if you would actually even see it. Hey, Mystery Gardener. Good morning. He's over in Wales. He's up early. Up early. But we'll see. That might not be a bad idea. I'll stick a camera down there and just see. I'll dry everything off good and then just see where it starts, where you can start seeing the shine of the fluid. Because I'm thinking it's where the valve is connected on the input side. And then, I don't know. And then when you restrict it down, it just builds up enough pressure to where that's where it's starting to leak. But all right, I think temperature tomorrow here is, I think, going to be the mid 80s. I think. I don't know. I know it's going to be cool in the morning, so I'm going to get out and try to get some stuff done. But I think that will probably do it for tonight. 2 more weeks, and we will be in Boonville. If you're going to be at the Boonville show, we will see you there. We will be going live from the Fairfield Inn in 2 weeks, which will be at 9 p.m. Eastern. Gosh. Whew. I don't know if I'm going to yell. Stay up that late. I'll get to feel the pain of all you Eastern time zone people. But yes, so thanks everyone for tuning in. 2 weeks we'll be in Boonville. Hope to see you there. And I see a couple questions flowing in here. Yeah, it does become, the 3070 does gravitate to the center of all that's going on. And tomorrow there's going to be a lot going on. So everyone, super chatters, thank you very much. Greatly appreciate all the coins in the cup. Moderators, thanks for being here and keeping things in line. And all of you who tuned in, have a great weekend. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool. Cheers, everyone. Good night.
Real bad boy.
I've got a ton of gravel in my shoes, world on my shoulders, a heart full of blues, and in the dirt, down in the dirt.
I've been a real bad boy on the town all night. Starting to calm down with the morning light. I'm